Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to the weekend. It is Saturday morning. I hope you've had an awesome week. And I hope that on this weekend you at least have some time to rest, some time to have fun, and recharge your batteries before the next week starts. Our teacher for this week is Swami Vivekananda, and I'll read to you a couple of quotes that help get us into today's meditation. Somebody, good morning, happy Saturday. Righto, Swami Vivekananda says, "We are what our thoughts have made us. So take care about what you think. Words are secondary. Thoughts live, they travel far. We are what our thoughts have made us." That's true. We are what our thoughts have made us. Although essentially, that's not who we are. We are something deeper than our thoughts. But when we live in these thoughts, and we've lived in these thoughts for decades, then it is what we become. That is what shapes us. Anthony, a very good morning. It's good to see you. Lynette, good morning. Or good evening, maybe in your side of the world. I'm not too sure. It's very good to see you, Lynette. The good thing about understanding how our thoughts shape us is that we can take our power back and we can start having a new, different relationship with our thoughts. And then we don't have to be what our thoughts have shaped us to be. Right, Swami Vivekananda says, believing others is easy, but believing in yourself is the real challenge. Estelle, good morning. It's very good to see you. Happy weekend. Conquer yourself, says Swami Vivekananda, and if you conquer yourself, the whole universe is yours. And then the last thought from him is, the highest manifestation of strength is to keep ourselves calm and on our own feet. He calls this like the gold medal of strength. The strongest that we can be is to keep ourselves, to have the ability to keep ourselves calm under pressure and standing on our own feet. Pat, good morning. Happy Saturday. Awesome weekend to you. So all of this is good advice, right? But how? How do we actually do this? How do we put this in practice? How do we own this? How do we take care of what we think? How do we believe in ourselves? How do we conquer ourselves? How do we keep ourselves calm? Well, at least partly the answer is to be found in being able to step outside of ourselves and take a good look at ourselves. Can you take a step back and look at you and really see? Observe what you're busy thinking. Observe how you doubt yourself. Observe how you are acting from old patterns. Observe how you are struggling to stay calm. It might not at first be clear what being this observer does in a practical sense, but there's one crucial ingredient still missing, and that's being able to observe yourself without any judgment. Because when you try to take a step back and look at yourself in the presence of judgment, then you'll react in fear. And you'll react by either trying to punish yourself for all the wrong you see, or trying to numb out from what disturbs you when you look at you. But when you're able to take a look at you and just observe, you'll start to learn. You'll learn to understand why you do what you do. You'll get to see how old programming plays a role in dictating your actions before you even get the chance to think. And without self-judgment, you won't be in fight or flight, and you'll be able to see more clearly what the best course of action will be. Today's meditation is a very simple practice in just observing, by allowing our 5 physical senses to experience whatever they're experiencing while we are just the observer of what our body is doing. So if you're ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, feel yourself grow, feel yourself expand from your core outwards in all directions. And once you have a belly full of air, slowly, slowly let all of it go. And as you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Our journey today is checking in with our body. And we'll start doing that now by trying to ensure that we have softened every part of our body. Continue your own full body breathing. And with your next exhale, bring your attention to your forehead, the space between your eyes. Are you carrying a frown there? Or have you been able to soften that space? With your next exhale, bring your attention to the area in and around your mouth. Is your tongue pushed hard against the roof of your mouth? Are your teeth grinding top onto bottom? Are your jaws clenched? Or have you been able to completely soften in and around your mouth? With your next exhale, check in with the area of your neck and shoulders. How often do you find your shoulders pulled up high, almost level with your ears? For this moment, have you been able to drop them and really soften there? Check in with your stomach. It's one of the places where tension hides more than any other. Holding tension in our abdominals, tight ab muscles. For this moment, have you been able to completely soften there? Bring your attention to your butt cheeks. Are you clenching? Or have you softened? And then check in with your arms and your legs. Most specifically, your hands. Are they balled into tight fists? Or are they lying half open in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, further helping our bodies to stretch, adjust, and settle down in as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right. Gently leaning and stretching into back muscles. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we are able to for this moment, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale possible. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. And become aware of which muscles do you feel softening. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel how your shoulders are slowly falling, feel how your body is slowly softening, and feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You could continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, our journey is to fully feel this body. So as you take your big breath and as you dive deep into you, say hello to this body. Use the words, hello body. It is awesome having you. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts at the top of our body and works its way through. Our first stop is your eyes. For this exercise, we'll keep them closed and use our mind to see. But as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, what would be the most obvious thing that you would see if you were to open your eyes? Find that obvious thing and study it from all the angles. See if you can see all of its textures and all of its color while you take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears. We are sticking to what you can see, but if you were to open your eyes, what would be the least obvious thing for you to see? Something you'd have to search around for. Take your next big breath. Notice the ease with which you're able to be the observer of what you can see. There's no judgment, no criticism, just taking a step back and noticing what is being seen. Thank your eyes for the ability it gives you. We'll take a step down to what you can hear. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious thing that you can hear. Listen deep into it and see if you can hear the different layers in that sound. Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the least obvious thing that you can hear. Something that your ears have to search around for to find that faint sound that you can just about make out. Take your next big breath. Notice your ability to be an observer of what you hear. No judgment, no criticism of what you hear. You're just able to take a step back and be the observer. Thank your ears for the experience that they give you. For the next 2 stops, change your breathing to whatever you need to, whatever works for you to smell and taste. With your next big breath, bring your attention to whatever obvious smell you are able to experience. Take your next big breath. And then with your next big breath, change gears and see if you're able to find the faintest smell, or in fact any other smell than the first one. Take your next big breath. Notice your ability to just be the observer of the experience your nose provides you. There's no judgment, no criticism. Just being able to take a step back and understand what is there. Thank your nose for the experience that it provides you. We'll take another step down to what you can taste. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to whatever obvious taste you're able to find right now. Take your next big breath. And then with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, can you find any other taste? Take your next big breath. And then our last stop is the surface of your skin. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sensation you're able to find on the surface of your skin. Take your next big breath. And then changing gears, bring your attention to the least obvious sensation on your skin. Maybe on your forehead or on your cheek, you can become aware of the air touching your skin. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale you possibly can. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, invite softness into every cell of your body. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or you can lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Can you take a step back? Take a real good look at you and understand what you're seeing. Can you observe what you're busy thinking? Can you observe how you doubt yourself? Can you observe how you are acting from old patterns? Can you observe the moments where you struggle to stay calm? It might not at first be clear what being this observer of you does in a practical sense. But there might still be one important ingredient missing, and that is the ability to observe without judgment. Just like you were able to have a good look at each of your physical senses without judgment. Are you able also to look at your inner senses, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions without judgment? The thing is that we all have things that we might want to do better at, things we'd like to change, things we want to do better than we did before. In order to make these changes, we need to be able to get a really good look at what is there, to really understand what we're seeing. If we still hold judgment towards ourselves, it becomes really difficult to have a really clear look. Because how can we take a really good look at ourselves if a part of us wants to look away? In fear, in shame, in guilt, because of our own judgment. We'll only ever make the changes that we want to make when we can take a real good look at ourselves and not feel any judgment or criticism. Then we can understand how to act in a new way, how to take the next step that will be helpful, Today's experience is a really simple journey. Bring your attention to your 5 physical senses. Notice that you can do this without judgment. And trust that you're able to extend that not judgment to all of you. Thank you for being on your journey. We got the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this body with all of its amazing senses. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for getting so much better at understanding the inner senses too. Having a space for the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions to exist, while I'm able to also just observe. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for getting better at seeing what I'm thinking and feeling, seeing how old patterns arise again and again, seeing how I am inclined to act from those old patterns again, and understanding that I have the ability to make a different choice. Take a deep breath in. Thank you especially for having become really good at looking at me without judgment. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on a journey with us today, but mostly thank you for being on your journey. Hey, prepare good evening to you. Hope you have an awesome night's rest. Cornelia, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Happy to see you here. Thank you, Lynette and Estelle and Pat and Sunmarie and Anthony and whoever else might be in the background. Hope you have an awesome weekend. And I want to remind you that our meditation tomorrow is a quiet one. As much as I love these guided meditations, I have a real fondness for the silent ones too. Have a beautiful day. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.